All right, man, peace. So there's recently been a rash of bear attacks in the western part of America, especially in Alaska. Them bears are they on people's asses, you know. CBS Morning News, they reported a few stories about bear attacks. I'm going to let them tell the story. Of course, I'm going to chime in here and there.
Wildlife officials in Alaska are not sure what is causing an increase in bear attacks. They include 2 deadly encounters in just 2 days earlier this month. Now, there have reportedly only been 6 deaths from bear attacks in the state over the last 130 years.
That's some bullshit. Bears are tearing their asses up. All right. There's no way in the world that there's only been 6 fatalities in the last 130 years in Alaska. All right. I saw The Revenant. When the bear gets on your ass, you pretty much done.
Jeff Glore is in Anchorage, near the scene of one of the latest deadly attacks. Jeff, good morning.
Gail, good morning to you. There hadn't been a fatal bear mauling in Chugach State Park here since 1995. But now one of the trails was closed down temporarily, and many people are steering clear just as the busy summer tourist season arrives. A big race scheduled for Alaska in July has been canceled. They are one of the biggest draws in the...
This shit right here is why there's bear attacks. All right. The bear has a huge collar on it to track it, and you got this dumbass trying to get a close-up photo. Right. Now, when the bear comes and takes her phone and takes a selfie with his teeth in her throat, then all of a sudden the bear's a bad guy.
In the nation's biggest states. But now, bear country is getting unsettling attention. On June 18th, 16-year-old Jack Cooper was chased by a black bear after running a race in Anchorage. Cooper used his phone to tell his family what was happening, but by the time he was found, it was too late.
You know, you got to ask yourself. You out there in Alaska. Alaska has grizzly bears, black bears, and polar bears. What in the hell will possess you to run a race through the woods? I mean, not to mock the little boy and his death, but I mean, goddamn. You know, isn't that why they have tracks at high schools? For you to run around the track? Why the hell are you running down the trail for?
Just a day later, southeast of Fairbanks, a biological technician and newlywed named Aaron Johnson was also mauled and killed by a predatory black bear. And this past weekend, 2 separate brown bear attacks. Both victims survived.
Damn. White people love getting their asses chewed up by bears, don't they? I don't get it, man. I just feel sorry for those 2 or 3 black men living in Alaska. Because I'm sure when that little boy was texting his mom, he was probably texting her, "I'm being chased by a big black ... and didn't even get the rest of the message. They probably locked up about 5 or 6 niggas out there in Alaska till they realized you're talking about a damn bear.
This has a lot of people very worried. Should they be?
Well, it's good to be careful in bear country.
And they can move,
Well,
right?
they can run faster than any people.
Than a person.
Oh, yeah.
Rick?
Hell yeah, a bear hits 30, 35 miles an hour, man. You crazy? You don't even know how fast a bear runs and you out there reporting on this story? And you out there on the same trail that little boy got his ass chewed up on. Nah, I'm sorry. If I'm the reporter, I got to do this story remote.
Rick Sennett is a wildlife biologist who worked for 28 years at Alaska's Department of Fish and Game. We met him at Bird Ridge, where Jack Cooper was killed.
It hasn't happened in Alaska to have 2 black bear attacks 2 days apart. There's only been 6 predatory black bear attacks in Alaska that I know of, I think, in history.
No, that have been reported. Come on, man. Those are bears. Bears will tear your ass up, especially a mother if she feels like her cubs are threatened. All right? Anything approaching a mother bear, especially when she has her cubs, you're going to get your ass tore up.
So all of a sudden to have 2 in the course of 2 days it's a lightning strike.
Most bear attacks...
See that? That's what will cause you to get your ass tore out the frame. All right? You anywhere near a mother bear with her cubs, it's a wrap for you.
Attacks come from brown bears, and they are typically defensive. Moms protecting cubs. Black bears stalking victims is almost unheard of. Sarah Leonard runs the Alaska Travel Industry Association. She is also a mom. You have a 13-year-old son. You're sending him on a hiking and camping trip, and you thought about it for a second.
I did think about it. I think it's natural when something this tragic occurs. But
well, shouldn't you think about it for more than a second if there's some bears out there in the woods? All right. Shouldn't you say to yourself, you know what? Maybe that's why we built civilization, so we shouldn't be out in the woods anymore. I don't know, just a thought.
But knowing that it is so rare and these people did nothing wrong, I want my son to enjoy Alaska. That's why we live here.
The people did nothing wrong. Running through the woods and inciting bears, that's nothing wrong to you, huh? See, that's why this shit continues to happen.
Much of America's black bear population live beyond the wilderness of Alaska. I think one of the things that's gotten a lot of attention here is that there are a lot more black bears in the lower 48. People say if I live near a black bear, are black bears changing their behavior?
The more people you have in an area with black bears, the more chances there's going to be a problem because there's just more people.
Yeah, we all know. As soon as them blacks start coming into your neighborhood, it's a problem.
Is this us getting closer to them or them getting closer to us?
Well, it's both. But certainly black bear populations have been sort of expanding in the Northeast.
Something people are just going to have to get used to.
I would argue that. I mean, if people want to have wildlife, if they want to have those around, then they have to accept some risk.
Who the hell said that you want wildlife? See, once again, this is the problem with the Caucasian. They don't know how to, and I mentioned this before, they don't know how to live in proper balance with nature. What does that mean? They either overdo it one way or the other way. They either try to kill off a whole species like they did when they first started to expand westward, when they were first conquering America, where they almost wiped out, the wolf population and the bison population, so on and so forth. Or they overdo it and they say, oh, you can't even look at an animal wrong, or you're going to get arrested because that animal's on the conservation list. Shit like this is why you have a lot of animals that are starting to infringe upon human populations. Because you're supposed to kill some of these animals so that, they stay at bay. When you don't do that, they have to expand because all these animals are territorial. So once they get kicked out of the territory of another animal, they have to expand their territory. Eventually, they start to venture into human establishments. All right. But there's no way in the hell you're supposed to have your child out there running through the damn woods.
Both black bears behind the predatory attacks were found and put down. The trail at Bird Ridge has since been reopened, though people are being encouraged to carry bear spray, which there has been a run on here recently.
Bear spray? The fuck you talking about? A bear come at you, you better spray it with bullets.
Nora?
Jeff, Laura there in Alaska, great to see you there. It's already light at 3:45 in the morning, huh?
You damn right it's already light at 3:45 in the morning. So he can get a real clear view of that bear when that bear take a chunk out of his ass. Look at Nora over there smiling, boy. I tell you. Them chicks at that news station, they ain't shit. They over there mocking him. Got his ass out there in the woods. But yeah, Alaska, by the way, Alaska's a very, very important place to America, not just because of the oil reserves, but because that's where they have the HAARP program, right? Most of you brothers probably know about that already, but HAARP, HAARP, that's basically for weather modification. That's where they use a lot of the technology to manipulate the weather, cause earthquakes, allegedly. All right, they use it to manipulate the ionosphere. The ionosphere is a portion of the atmosphere that radio waves travel at, and through the electromagnetic waves, basically by charging the ions in that portion of the atmosphere, they can manipulate the weather, things of that nature. So Alaska is always going to be very, very important to America, period. And it wouldn't surprise me if some of the radio waves from the HAARP are affecting some of the animals. All right, because that technology is also used for mind control, allegedly. All right. But I don't think that it has anything to do with why some of these bears are taking chunks out of some of these white people's asses. I didn't see one so-called black. See, the black man got to worry about He got to worry about Serbians over in Greece jumping on his ass. He don't got to worry about a so-called black bear, because he's not gonna be laying out in the woods without a pistol. But yeah, Alaska's always gonna be very important. I think it was William Seward during the Civil War. America got help from Russia, or I should say, the North got help from Russia against the other European powers, and in exchange for the help, America bought Alaska from Russia. And supposedly America overpaid, and they called it Seward's Folly, because William Seward, he was the Secretary of the State at the time. He was the one who would have been in charge, or no, he was one of the guys who was supposed to get assassinated as well as Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Johnson in the plot by the Vatican and the Knights of the Golden Circle, when they sent John Wilkes Booth to kill Abraham Lincoln. Allegedly, William Seward was Secretary of State. Man, well, he's the one who was involved with the purchase of Alaska. And there's just a lot of things that go on up in Alaska, because Alaska's so barren. So you never know what's going on with those animals.
Yeah, barely sets, yeah.
Well, be careful, Jeff Glore. I want you to come back in one piece.
Stay away from the black bears.
All right.
That's right.
Look at Charlie and Gail over there talking shit. Charlie said, "Stay away from those black bears. Stay away from those black men too. They'll do more damage than a bear."
But a really great report to have him there in Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska, that's right.
All right, how's...
But yeah, Gail over there talking shit. Gail don't even need to be scared of a bear. Right? If the bear bite on the top of her head, all it's gonna get is a mouthful of wig. It's not gonna get any meat. It's just gonna get a big old mouthful of fake hair in his damn mouth. All right, so now we're here to report another bear attack. Let's see what Gail gonna say about this shit.
Very sad story. Thank you very much, Tony. Vacation shouldn't end like that. A camp staff member is sharing how he survived a harrowing bear attack. The 19-year-old said that the bear started biting him while he was sleeping yesterday. Happened at a children's mountain camp northwest of Boulder, Colorado. Dylan says that when he woke up, the bear was pulling him across the ground.
Yeah, you look like a snack.
Bear had a hold of my head and was dragging me across the ground. I just started hitting the bear as hard as I could, and I found its eye, and I started poking its eye with my fingers as hard as I could, and it dragged me for about 10 feet before I was able to get it off me. If I would have...
Damn, imagine getting drugged for 10 feet by your damn forehead. I mean, I don't know anybody, other than Rihanna, who would be able to go through something like that without feeling it. Her forehead's so damn thick. But, god damn.
If I would have been turned any other direction, it could have gotten the side of my face or my neck. I feel pretty lucky.
Really lucky. Other camp staff chased the bear away. They gave the teen first aid as they waited for help. Wildlife officials are trying to track down the bear. So note to self, next time you're attacked by a bear, hit him as hard as you can or in the eye.
Yeah,
you got that, Charlie?
Yes, I did. Stare him down.
Yes, stare him down.
He's like...
Oh, please, Gail, just treat him like one of your dates. All right? Just treat the bear like one of your dates, because your dates always run away. So whatever you do to your dates, do to the bear to make the bear run away. It just show you how dumb people are. Back in the 1800s, when you were out in the woods, you always had a rifle by you. Why? Because you understood that wild animals were there. Now people are so damn stupid, they go out in the woods for fun and just be out there with a goddamn flashlight. The hell, all the flashlight's going to do is help you see the bear bite your ass better. That's all it's going to do. But anyway, man, it's just crazy shit. But I enjoy the animal kingdom, so I just wanted to bring these bear attacks to people's attention. All right, man, peace.